Hey besties, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Kenny DJ. If you're new here, welcome. If not, then welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be giving you all some tips on how to grow your channel fast. So if you're interested, keep on watching. A lot of my subscribers have asked me like questions about like what kind of camera I use, how do I edit, and y'all have wanted like a specific video on how I edit, but we're gonna get all of that like talked about in one full video, as it has been requested a lot. So first, I'm gonna go ahead and get into the equipment for beginners that I suggest. If you're gonna start on your phone, just make sure your camera has good quality. Honestly, I feel like if you have an 11 and up, you should be good. Like, long as you have good quality, you're gonna be good. I suggest that you have a long tripod and a short tripod so that you don't have to like force a setup with like books and stuff like that when you can simply just get a handheld one or a long one. And then if you're starting off with a camera, you're gonna need an SD card and an SD card reader if you're gonna try to transfer it onto your phone or your iPad to edit, because everyone doesn't edit with a computer, I know that. So yes, make sure you get an SD card reader. As I was saying about if you're going to use a camera, you're also gonna need a battery and a battery charger. You can get multiple batteries or just one. I have a few, and then I have a battery charger that charges up to 3 batteries, I want to say. Yes, it charges I think like 3 batteries at once. So that's why like when I'm recording, I be running out of like my battery going dead so fast. So like just being able to go and switch them in real quick and keep on recording, it's just really good, because you don't want to just have to charge your camera up while recording, because it's just like, you know, too much. My camera recommendation would be a Sony ZV-1F. That's one that I use and the quality is really good. I think there's a regular Sony ZV-1, or yeah, so all of those are good. Like, the quality is very good. Now following up with that, y'all also asked what are my camera settings. They're just the updated ones, like they're just up to date and how the camera came. Since I've been dealing with it, it's a really good camera. It's not nothing hard about it. It has really good quality, and it's just like something I would recommend for starters, because it'll help you like get views with the good quality and stuff like that. So next up is, when should you invest in a camera? So like my answer to that would be, once you see progress and once you see that, okay, I'm getting a lot of followers, well, subscribers. Once you see that you're getting a lot of subscribers, they're coming in fast. Once you feel like you're actually dedicated to doing YouTube, because some people can get a camera and then just stop doing YouTube because now they're unmotivated. So like that's a big thing. Like, you need to make sure you're dedicated to doing it, because like cameras are not cheap. So make sure you're dedicated to doing it, and make sure that's something you want to do lifelong, or like for a very long time. And like, don't just get it as soon as you start. Wait till you see progress so you know that it's for you. That's when you should get a camera. Next up is, how do I edit? I edit with CapCut Pro, and I use Canva for my thumbnails. But editing wise, I use CapCut Pro. I can't go into like details as of right now on like how do I edit, because each video has a different style. Like, each video I edit differently, honestly. Like, one vibe might be a calm, cool vibe. The next might be like more upbeat but classy and cute. Like, it really just depends. So it's not like I don't have one editing style that's set in stone, because I edit differently for each video. It depends what kind of video it is. I might do a day in the life. That's going to be completely different from this sit down video. So all of my editing isn't the same. So yeah. What kind of fonts would I recommend, or how do you get fonts, whatever along the line. But basically, I get my fonts, all of my fonts, from thefont.com. And sometimes CapCut might have like some cute little fonts, like simple fonts that I'll use, but all of my fonts for my thumbnails, they all come from thefont.com. And that's a highly recommended app. Like, so many YouTubers use it. It's really just every single font on there, and they're like, it's really highly recommended. When should you start YouTube? Now. Like, a lot of y'all, I know for a fact, y'all be like looking at YouTube and say, okay, I want to do this, and you say that they inspire you and like they motivate you. At the end of the day, if they're inspiring you and motivating you, then why aren't you doing it? Like, you need to start right now. Like, it's never too late. At the end of the day, I had to realize that, because I kept saying I wanted to do YouTube. I had been wanting to do YouTube for so long. I feel like I used to be scared of the starting process, but I started growing so fast, because I've been doing YouTube for 2 months. And I'm already at 1,000 subscribers. Well, we're actually at 1.7K, almost to 1.8K. So I'll be at 2,000 real soon. But I would just say, like, just start. Don't be ashamed. Do not be embarrassed. Just start, because sitting down watching these videos back to back is not going to get you any growth. Like, yes, you might learn some stuff, but then again, once you become a YouTuber, then you're really gonna learn like what comes with it, because I've learned so much in a short period of time, like just from being a YouTuber. And on top of that, my mom has helped me. She's taught me some things too. So I just feel like go ahead and start, and like there's no need to wait, honestly. How important are thumbnails? Thumbnails are like one of the most important things in your video. Like, you need to focus on thumbnails. That's what I realized. Like, even when I started, my thumbnails weren't never like, I feel like they were never bad. I say make sure your thumbnails are appealing. Now, when I did make my first little thumbnails, I'm not gonna say I was like, okay, this is what I need to focus on, because like I didn't know too much. So I'm not gonna sit up here and say back then I used to always know that they're important. But right now I can tell y'all that thumbnails are important. The better you get at them and the more appealing they look, you're gonna get viewers, like, regardless. If you have a good thumbnail, you're gonna get the click. Like, they're gonna click on your video just because it looks good. If you have a clear thumbnail and it's not blurry, good fonts, it looks interesting, the title looks good, they're gonna click it. So focus on your title and your thumbnail. Make sure it both matches up. Don't have like a thumbnail with you bowling and then the title is like Sunday reset or like hygiene shop. Like, even though no one would do that, but just make sure like your thumbnail matches up with your title, because like no one's gonna click your video if you don't align or something like that. And yes, make sure you, when you're recording, take pictures of everything so that you have something good for your thumbnail. I know sometimes you might forget, because sometimes I forget, honestly, to like take a picture, and I have to be on myself about it. Make sure you get a bunch of pictures so you'll have like plenty of options to pick out of, and you won't just be like rushing to find something to put on your thumbnail and it look tacky, you know. So yes, and also what's also important in your videos is your previews. Like, when you click on the video, the first few seconds, I'm telling y'all, it is important. Like, if you have a really good preview and like it looks interesting and it's keeping the viewers like attached to the video, you're gonna keep getting those watches, you're gonna get your watch hours, you're gonna get all of that. Like, make sure you have a good preview. Like with my previews, some of them I might put a bunch of editing into, and some of them it'll be cute but not nothing too major. Like, it really depends, but I always make sure it looks good. Okay, intros, don't have a super long intro, because people are going to skip past it or might even click off. Like, I feel like I probably had one long intro that I just wasn't a fan of, and I changed it. Like, my intro now is just my name being typed out, because I feel like eventually just don't have a long intro, because when I watch people and they have a long intro, I skip past it. So if I'm skipping past it, I know people will skip past mine. So the next question is, what are good first videos? Honestly, do not do a Q&A. And I've said this in one of my videos, do not do a Q&A as your first video, because at the end of the day, people are not going to watch it for first, because they don't know you and they are not going to care enough to click the video. I feel like you could do back to school videos, those blow. I'm telling you, they do. That's literally what got me my views. The first video that blew up was my back to school maintenance. You can do first day of schools, vlogmas. I'm telling you, vlogmas will get you views. This will be my first vlogmas this year, but I can tell you from people that I've watched, vlogmas will get you views. Diaries, like all kinds of diaries. It's that girl diaries, teenage diaries, high school diaries, visual diaries. It's so many, like whatever you come up with. Vlogtober, which is like for October, the month of October. Morning routines, I'm telling you, your morning routine videos and night routine will get you views. So those are good starter videos that you can start off with, because people like watching that. So that's what I would recommend. How to keep viewers entertained. Honestly, just try to like be you. Keep it like your viewers are going to come from your personality. Like, people are going to watch you for your personality. If they feel like, oh my god, she has a good personality, she's funny, she's pretty, all that, they're going to always watch you. They're going to become a supporter. So like, just don't try not to be boring, but be you. And at the end of the day, if you're being you, you're not going to be boring. So just get on here, be you. Don't be nervous, don't be embarrassed. Like, just like act like you're talking to your best friend. Like, that's really what I do. Like, I just get on here and I just yap and talk and talk and talk and talk. But that's really how I feel like I gained my audience. Just how I gained my audience, I just like, you know, shared my personality with them. I feel like I got comfortable fast on YouTube, At first I was just scared. Like I said, I was scared of the starting process. I was scared of like getting little views, but you can't be worried about that. At the end of the day, you're not going to see progress if you're not working for it. You have to work for views. Like, and that's just that. Like, at the end of the day, I am honestly blessed because like knowing that I get like all these views for a starter, yes, it is a shock to me because I know like with everyone it's not like that. And that's another thing, everybody does not have the same journey. Like, you might see a YouTuber getting 10,000 views on her first video or 100,000. You never know, it can be so many. And you post your first video and you're getting like 100 views, 200, and you can't let that discourage you. You have to keep going. Like, you can't just say I'm not where she's at. You can't like try to compare yourself to another person's channel because everyone does not have the same journey, and I feel like that isn't talked about, and that's why a lot of people stop. You cannot stop. You can't expect it to be handed to you. You have to work for it. And when you do start getting views, you have to still keep going. Like, don't just stop there because you feel like, oh, I got so many views now, blah blah blah. Keep going, because at the end of the day, eventually you're gonna stop growing if you stop. If you keep going, you're gonna keep growing. If you keep sharing, you're going to keep getting an audience. You're going to keep getting supporters and viewers and all of that. So that's what I'll say about that. So keeping viewers entertained is just like, make sure you have a personality. Make sure your videos aren't boring. Make sure the thumbnail is good. Make sure you have a good, nice preview. Make sure you're doing stuff that you feel like people will watch. That's what I'll say. Now, having active subscribers, how to have active subscribers, it kind of, I like those two questions are kind of similar, but I just want to say, like, once you're consistent with it and you're steady uploading, like you're steady putting content out there, your subscribers, like, they're always going to be tuned in, they're always going to be active. But if you stop and take a long behind break and you come back, like, those subscribers aren't going to be there anymore. Like, they're not really going to like say, oh, she just posted, let me go watch, because they're kind of like, they're like going away from you, because it's kind of like, now you're not tuned in, so they're not going to be tuned in. You're not consistent, they're not going to be consistent with you. So just make sure you're always consistent on your A game. Like, you have to make time for YouTube, I feel like, because as us teenagers, I understand, like, we have school, we have sports, we have all this stuff going on, and then you're trying to put videos out and edit, and I know it can be draining because sometimes that's how it is with me, but like, I have a support system, I feel like. So like, my mama notice when I'm like kind of slacking and not getting no content. She'll just, you know, say, Kenny, you gotta come on. At the end of the day, just gotta put time in for YouTube. If you want it, you have to like really make time for it. Cause I do cheer, I do school. Like, I have practice Monday through Wednesday, games on Thursdays, my brother game on Friday. I don't get home till like 7 o'clock every single day. I wake up at 5 in the morning for school. So it's kind of like, it's just like a lot. You still got to get some kind of content in. And I'm telling y'all, I try to get y'all content Sundays and Wednesdays. Like, sometimes I have to make myself, because at the end of the day, I have a fan base now, and they're expecting me to put content out there. And at the end of the day, I know this is what I want. So I'm going to like make sure I'm putting in the work. So just always remember that you have to put in the work to see progress. And I'm going to say that a million times. You can't see progress with nothing being done, you know. You can't be lazy with it. Like, once you getting out there, you cannot get lazy no more. You have to stay up with it. You cannot slack no more, because once you start slacking, everything's gonna go bad. Like, everything's gonna go down. And shoot, there's no telling. How to get monetized. So in order to get monetized, you have to have 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. I have like 3 point something watch hours, so I'm literally almost there. So once I get monetized, I feel like this isn't talked about a lot with teenagers, because I know a lot of teenagers do this. My bad. So once I do hit my 4K watch hours, I will make a video on how to go through the monetization process. But since we are not over 18 like teenagers, you're gonna have to like have an adult. You're gonna have an adult link their account to yours on YouTube. You can like put, as long as you have a bank account, you can put your bank account on there, but other than that, everything else has to go in your parents' name, because you aren't 18. Or even you can put your family's bank on there, but if you have a bank account, I'm pretty sure it'll let you. But other than that, you have to put theirs, because you won't get like they're not gonna pay you, so it's just gonna be a waste of your time. And I will say that, so always remember that. But I'm gonna do a more in-depth video when I go through the process, which will be in like a few weeks because I'm really almost there. So how to stay motivated and positive, because like I know I was talking about this probably a little earlier, but I really just want to go back in and go in depth about how to stay motivated and positive, because I know it's hard like staying motivated doing YouTube, because you might see one video that's not getting that many views compared to your other, and you might say, you know, just start overthinking it and just getting overwhelmed. And then that you have to have positive mindset. You have to understand that every video is not going to hit on YouTube. All your videos aren't going to get so many views. One video might get 1,000, one might get 500. And at the end of the day, you have to really feel like if it's for, like, you have to be able to, how do I want to say this? You have to be able to be okay with everything not going your way when it comes to YouTube. Like, everything isn't gonna really be the same. Like, every video isn't gonna be the same. Some of my videos almost at 10K, some at 5K. It really just depends. And I honestly enjoy every one of my videos. Like, there's not one video that I dislike on my channel. I appreciate every single one of my viewers, literally, like every single one. So you also have to be prepared for the bad when it comes to YouTube. You can't just get on here and expect everything to be unicorns and rainbows. You're going to gain an audience and you're going to gain haters. In the day, your haters are going to be tuned into your channel as well, though, but you have to know how to reply back to them. It's better off just having a positive attitude and deleting the comment and going about your day. And even if it does affect you, because words do hurt and some people don't understand that, but we label them as trolls. So once you get a troll on your page, just delete it and block it out, so you don't have to worry about it and you don't have to keep seeing it. And at the end of the day, you're the one that's like doing it. You're the one that's getting paid. You're the one that's putting out the content. So when you have a hater, it's kind of just like not worth it, you know. And then on top of that, like, how do I want to say this? You now have a reputation. So you have an audience and then you have this hater, and say they say something really rude back and you like going off at the mouth. People are watching you. So even though you really want to say something bad, sometimes just don't say it, because like people, you don't want people to label you as a bad person. And I know that happens a lot, and I know people feel like it's unfair. I would probably find it unfair, but the person I am, I'm just gonna like let you say what you have to say and go about my day. Like, it's not really gonna move me. So I'll say that pray about your stuff. Like, pray, order to stay positive with YouTube. You just always have to say better things are coming eventually. Like, if this video don't do good, I manifest that my next one will do better. Like, you know, you just have to really, really want to do YouTube at the end of the day. If you really know that YouTube is for you, and you really know that this is what you genuinely want to do, you're forever going to have that positive mindset. And when you get unmotivated, you just have to like come to your senses and really understand, like, it's not the end of the world, you know, and things will get better over time. So it's kind of like just keep going. When I've gotten, like, I don't want to say I've ever lost motivation yet. I haven't lost motivation. I just sometimes start to slack, but at the end of the day, I have to get up and understand this is what I want to do. So let me not slack now, because I'm already getting like further into it. So let me not slack now, you know. So that's what I would say. So yeah, the really most important thing about growing your channel is just being consistent. Being consistent, having good thumbnails, having good previews, having a personality. And yeah, like, when you have all of those features, like, people are going to watch you. Everyone has an audience. There's not one YouTuber that don't have an audience. Whether it takes a month for you to get your audience, whether it takes a year, whether it takes years, you're always going to eventually find your audience. Some people just get lucky to get one fast. I got lucky. Some people, it takes them a minute, and that's just how it is. But once you know that's what you want to do, you're not going to care. You're going to keep working for that audience, and once you get it, it's only going to be up from there. And I feel like you shall not lose motivation. Like, just keep going. And if you do, at the end of the day, pray about it. Literally pray about it. God is going to guide you through everything. God has guided me. And I'm just truly blessed at the end of the day. So that's what I would say as a starter, and that's what I realized. That's what I went through. I feel like once you become a YouTuber, you're gonna learn so much. So don't just keep sitting back watching saying, I want to do YouTube. Oh my gosh, it inspires me. Actually get up and start. If I'm inspiring my viewers that's watching me right now and you want to do YouTube, do it. Like, I'm telling you, do it. Like, there's nothing holding you back. So I feel like just do it. And let me make sure I answer all my questions, because I know my subscribers be asking me different stuff. So I just want to make sure I answer everything. If y'all want me to put my fonts in my descriptions every time I do a video, so y'all know specifically what font I use, I will do that just for y'all. Trying to make sure I got all my questions out the way. I'm pretty sure I did, because these questions I put based off of what y'all asked me, like what's always frequently asked. But yes, that will probably wrap up this video. I just wanted to do a quick sit down with you guys and fill y'all in on how to start your channel, and I hope this inspires others and helps y'all to actually start your channel, y'all. I really do. And if you have already started one, I hope this gives you pointers on how to fix your channel and grow an actual audience faster. Okay, with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.